Ladies and gentlemen, we present three-minute rounds of amateur combat in the lightweight division at 70 kilograms. Now, introducing first in the red corner, he has an amateur record, 6 wins, 2 defeats. Representing Gorilla Fight Team and Powers Martial Arts Center, give it up for Nic Pirogan. And his opponent in the blue corner, with an official record of 3 wins and a single defeat, representing Middlesbrough Fight Academy. Give it up for Ryan Grayson. When the action begins, your referee in charge is Mick Clements.
Moving on to our first fight of the main card tonight, UAR lightweight bout between Nic Pirogan in the red corner in the Gorilla tie shorts, and in the blue corner, Mr. Ryan Grayson, 3-1 in the tight black Valley Tudo shorts.
And here we go, touch gloves to get going.
Seen Nic Pirogan a few times on Almighty, as we have seen Ryan Grayson on Almighty before. Nikolai's wrestling is probably going to be the factor on the ground tonight. But don't get me wrong, Ryan Grayson also has some slick submissions on the ground. Oh, beautiful front kick to the face, and he dropped him there. That rocked Ryan Grayson there.
He was stepping in, he got caught. He was a little tentative to get going. You could see his footwork was a little bit jittery. He stepped in for half a punch, half a shot, and he got caught and made to pay by Pirogan. But now Pirogan looking to just weigh heavy on his opponent in the front headlock position. You can see him sneaking something under, an anaconda choke maybe. You can just see his fingers creeping and creeping, and he's looking to lock that up. But Grayson doing the right thing, getting his arm, creating a wide base with his shoulders and just giving himself a little bit of space to breathe.
And Nikolai's right in his corner now. He's got Dan Gibbon in his corner, giving him some clear instructions on how to finish this submission.
And he's managed to clear the arm a little bit, but then Grayson comes back and he's just looking to drive Pirogan. His best bet would be to drive Pirogan against the fence, but Pirogan's wise to that.
Yeah, Grayson's just not going out of that fight.
No, he isn't. Now, if you can get that takedown and take Pirogan's legs to his right, then we could put Pirogan swimming for that underhook. Not to be a Dominic Cruz or anything, but the underhook is key in these clinch battles.
Doing a Dominic Cruz.
That guy says underhook like 500 times a card.
That is very true. Got Nikolai trying to work off the cage now. If we know anything about Nikolai, his wrestling ability is high level, especially amateur.
And the fact that he doesn't really advertise his wrestling, he comes in, he looks like a striker, he stands like a striker, but he can wrestle.
Definitely. He's still over on his side of the cage with Dan Gibbon giving him some clear instructions in the corner. Grayson's corner screaming at him to work out of this position.
And a nice little 100% sweep there on the cage. Grayson recovers. Back to the takedown attempt. He looks like he may have his hands clasped. And he takes him down, but Pirogan hits the floor, bounces back up, uses that fence. He needs to watch out for that arm because Grayson could slip off to the back any minute. And he does. Clears the arm, looking for the body lock.
Grayson's got the back now.
And away from the fence as well, if he can just shake Pirogan's grip. And we return back to a body lock against the cage in favour of Grayson.
Last 10 seconds now.
Looking to reap that leg and maybe score a takedown, but Pirogan, Miles Richards, who's got the better takedown defence?
There's a great back and forth between them, the two of them there. If you're in the corner of, what would you be saying to each fighter in the corner now, Danny?
I'd be saying to Pirogan, look, he got him on the feet, man. Like, step back as he's stepping in. He is stepping in, so step back, feint with the jab, come over with a cross or up with a knee, switch knee. Don't let him get in on your hips, because I think we know, if it wasn't Grayson's game plan before, we know that it's Grayson's game plan after getting caught with that kick to the face.
Yeah, very odd front kick to the face. It looked like he did it Taekwondo style.
Yeah,
toes
very kind
down.
of snap kicks.
Yeah.
And it is effective. If you book it, even to the body. Like I've been caught with a few in my time where they kill the toes up and they'll just snap kick you to the ribs, and it's a game changer.
They're not nice. And if you're in If you're Ryan Grayson, what would you be doing in the second round?
Feint, make Pirogan come to you, because Pirogan is a very good counter fighter.
Yeah.
Okay, make Pirogan come to you when he overcommits, drop your level, take him down centre of cage, because you do not want that cage wall for Pirogan to climb.
No, definitely not. And now we start the second round. The cobwebs are definitely going to be clear now for Ryan Grayson.
Definitely, and he's not as twitchy as he was first round. It looks like he's found his range a little bit and settled into the fight.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Front kick again. Jab cross and a front kick.
It went a jab overhand front kick to
that
correct
was
you, sorry.
Beautiful sprawl from Nic Pirogan there.
And Pirogan on that neck again. He's looking to go under the arm. I just think with the difference in posture, and given that Pirogan does have short limbs, that anaconda choke, he's going to prove me wrong here, but the anaconda choke might not be on. Grayson's very, very wide set across his shoulders.
Some great work from Pirogan here. Pinning him up against the fence.
Grayson back to the feet. And Pirogan just looking to see if I'm Pirogan here. I know I can wrestle, but, you know, he's had nothing but success on the feet.
Yeah,
let's make Grayson prove you wrong, step
break
out.
off.
Make Grayson uncomfortable, because even though Grayson's in the bad position right now, Grayson is more comfortable here than when Pirogan's throwing shots at him from range. Grayson stands more of a chance here. This is like a 50-50 for Grayson, because he's proven his grappling in the first round.
Yeah, definitely.
He's dominated the fence work. He's had Pirogan's back to the fence a few times.
He's looking to be hard to take down as well.
He is. So this here plays into Grayson's hands. But saying that, Pirogan steps up. Now, Grayson's just stepped for a guillotine.
Pirogan's got his head stuck in there.
He's getting the elbow high. You can see it flaring up, but Pirogan just maintains his base and Grayson falls off.
So, yeah. Looked to be a battle of guillotines there.
Opening up that ribs with an 100% like sweep position. And now
he's broken off a little bit. Ryan Grayson coming forward with strikes now.
Now Ryan Grayson made
eats an uppercut
the
there.
Here.
Oh, and another uppercut.
Beautiful. 3 uppercuts in a row. 2 landed, and Pirogan with that sprawl.
Pirogan's sprawl is unreal, but he's Ryan Grayson's got his head stuck now. Will we see a
tombstone pile driver? It's against the rules, folks. We're not allowed to pile drivers.
I was going to go with powerbomb, but tombstone pile driver will do it for me.
It's WrestleMania season.
So if you're Ryan Grayson here, you've got your head stuck in between the legs now. What's the best way to be getting out of here now, Danny?
Well, for the start, don't look up. Secondly, pop your head out to a side. Pick a side. Pick a side that you feel more open with. Either attack the single on that side or pop your leg out and drive. Like, I wouldn't drive Pirogan to his left right now because the fence is there, but maybe pop your head out to your right, drive him to your left.
Taking some shots to the throat now. They are legal, don't get me wrong.
There's nothing like a good throat punch to settle a fight.
Ryan Grayson's definitely going to be more settled into this fight now. Strong round from Nic Pirogan. He's got Dan Gibbon in his corner now, giving him some advice.
Yeah.
Ryan Grayson probably needs to come out very strong in this third round. Not saying he's not gone out strong in the first 2, but Nikolai's controlled the cage a bit more. He's controlled the groundwork of Ryan Grayson.
Yep.
Sprawled pretty much every takedown.
Yep. Grayson is having success in committing to the takedown, though, and backing him to the fence. Now, Grayson's got to find something to do with that.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got to be a little bit more dynamic in his changes. He's changing angle too slowly right now, and Pirogan's a step ahead of him. He's like, okay, you change your angle here, I'm going to step to this side. And maybe, throw a feint, like a knee tap, take him down the other, I like to do the all go for a double and then drag the leg back and almost go for a shot put throw under the armpit, driving him to the ground. I mean, that's just me. I'm not the best fighter. So,
I completely disagree. Right, Grayson comes out with a head kick. Goes out with a head kick, nothing really on it. Nice inside leg kick coming from Pirogan there.
Pirogan just timing him.
Both throw left hooks, but Pirogan's lands first.
And Pirogan gets caught with a couple. Just whip his head back. I think he's relatively unfazed by that right now.
This has been the tale of the whole fight. They'll both throw.
That's it.
And then Ryan Grayson shoots for a takedown.
That's it. But you've got to think Pirogan's up right now. He's done more to to end the fight. Oh, Pirogan's
he's
going
sinking
for
a
a guillotine.
guillotine.
You can see that elbow creeping up. Maybe he's switching to a prayer choke. I can't see his hands. Going palm to palm and driving up.
It definitely looks deep. Ryan Grayson doesn't look too panicked, though.
If he has gone palm to palm and driving up, then this is definitely the way that Captain Jack
Temple.
There we go. Yeah, he finished the fight that way. But I think it's fallen through a little bit now.
It looked tight for a minute. It looked like Grayson might have gone out. Is it a good thing that Nikolai's holding on to this, or does he want to be letting go right now?
Oh, he definitely wants to be letting go.
Yeah.
Like, from here, Grayson can manipulate the hips if he just drops a little bit, gets that lower back. You've already seen him trying to reap the leg there. Hand position's a little too far up the back. You want to be taking control and driving in on the lumbar part of the spine here. But yeah, like Pirogan should really be looking to let go now, because I don't think there's anything too much doing right now for Pirogan.
Yeah, if you're Pirogan, you want to be turning, break off, throw
but
them
he switched
down,
to a guillotine again, and he falls back.
Guard for it. You got to think he's not got all that, he's not going to have a lot of gas tank left. We're deep in the third round.
It's the third round. You're 2 rounds up, in my opinion. You know, you're looking to end the fight, and that's, you know.
That's the thing with Pirogan. He's a solid fighter. He's got a lot of decision wins. He might want to be getting a finish on his record.
Yes.
To push himself out there.
Yeah, I think
he's
way too. I mean, he's good. He's good, but I think he's a little too relaxed in his. He's got a confident approach in his technique.
Yeah,
he knows what he can do. He doesn't.
Not that he's not going for the
kill.
It's not that he's going. It's not that he's not going for the finish.
Yeah, there's just no real sense of urgency.
Yeah,
he's a great game planner. He's a great game player.
And if anything at Almighty, the lightweight division is stacked.
Oh yeah, and I mean, if you're Pirogan, right, and you're definitely up there heading towards a title shot. If you put together a couple of wins, the fact that he's got it in his tank to go the distance is going to pay dividends when it comes to that title opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. Looking for a bit of a rubber guard here in the last 10 seconds of the third round.
That is some flexibility, that.
Especially for a big boy like Pirogan.
That's it, and he just negated the grappling of Grayson there with that rubber guard. You know, Grayson being the bigger figure, clearly having the weight on his side, even though, yeah, they're both weighing the same, but we know the score.
Yeah.
And Pirogan just, like, you know, he'd expended a lot of energy on the guillotine attempt. Pin him there. You know, take the win.
Yeah,
easy money.
Both teams are looking confident right now.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. I mean, Grayson did some good work in that fight.
He did, but most of his work was control work, not necessarily fight-ending work. Never really in too much of a dominant position.
And if we're talking striking, Pirogan definitely had that on his side. So, you know, we'll see how the judges scored that. It's probably another close one. There's been a lot of close fights tonight at Almighty. The Barbican in York have been treated to some solid fights. Ryan Grayson walking around the cage with his hands up now. Got to be confident in his ability in that fight. But, you know, we'll hand it over to our MC, Buddy Johnson, for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for both fighters this evening. Come on. This bout goes the distance, 3 rounds, and we go to your judges' scorecards. Our judges scored about 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, Nic Pirogan. And show your love for Ryan Grayson.